New Chicago Bears wide receiver Ted Ginn Jr. has already come out and said that he believes Mitchell Trubisky will win the Chicago Bears starting quarterback job. So let's discuss what is going on, y'all. Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, if you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and do so. Follow me on the social media platforms, always links in the description, and make sure if you guys have not turned on the post notifications that you do so, because I do post daily videos and you don't want to miss out. So let's talk about this because I think it's pretty noteworthy. Let's get into it. So Ted Ginn Jr. came on Good Morning Football and did an interview, and they basically obviously asked him about his new team, the Bears, and they asked him about the quarterback situation. And they didn't really even prod him and go at him to make a pick on who they believe or who he believes is going to win the starting job between Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles. He actually just flat out said it. He's like, I believe right now that, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Mitch Trubisky is going to be our starter and we're going to do everything in our power to help him. Okay, now, why is this significant, right? Faiz, why are we talking about this? It's Ted Ginn Jr. Well, first and foremost, there's not a lot of news out there, so you guys have to cut me some slack. And second of all, Ted Ginn Jr., a lot of people just, heard the signing and just kind of tossed it to the side. But Ted Ginn Jr. is, I believe, a pretty decent addition to the Bears. I believe he's going to be our number 3 receiver alongside, of course, Allen Robinson, our stud, and Anthony Miller. And I believe that that's a pretty decent role on our team. He's our deep threat that we need, our Taylor Gabriel replacement, if you will. And so I don't think people should just look at Ted Ginn like, he's not going to do anything for this team, because I do believe he will contribute. And I do believe he will have a fairly significant role. Okay, so he has come out and said this. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know my position, I also believe that Mitchell Trubisky will win the starting quarterback job. Now, I'm not just saying that because I can gloat and say, oh, look, a Bears player agrees with me. No, I'm just saying that because I've got my own reasons. But let's go through those reasons as to why I now believe Ted Ginn Jr. agrees with me on why Mitch is going to win the starting job, okay? And to me, the biggest and most clear-cut reason, and it might not even be fair to Nick Foles, but it's what it is, right? It is what it is the fact that because of our current climate with this pandemic, because of COVID, because of this situation, I mean, Nick Foles is not getting the proper offseason treatment to be able to have a fair chance, really, okay? And again, like I said, I don't think it's fair, but it is what it is because we don't have a choice right now. What do I mean by that? Is obviously we know that teams and players aren't able to practice properly. They're not able to meet with coaches in person. Everything's virtual. And so there's a bit of a learning curve and a gap there, especially as a new quarterback coming into a new team, a new system, and you have to learn all that. Now, again, I know that Nick Foles and Matt Nagy have worked together before on previous teams, but you still have to come in and do your homework, and Nick Foles hasn't been able to do that as much as he would in a regular offseason. Now, Mitch Trubisky has been in the offense for 2 years now. He knows what the offense is. He knows what he needs to do. He knows what he needs to, run. And so that in itself gives him a clear advantage here, okay? And keep in mind here, when, we're saying Mitchell Trubisky is going to win the starting job, we don't know if he's going to keep it. But my proclamation has been that I believe he wins it. And so that is reason number 1, because Mitch is going to have not even close to the learning curve that Nick Foles is going to have. And so he's going to know the offense and everything, and that's going to give him a step ahead. And point number 2 is I do believe the Bears want Mitchell Trubisky to win the starting job. And so when I say want, basically, Nick Foles has to take it away from Mitchell Trubisky in order for him to win the starting job. Why is that? Okay, you're thinking, Faiz, this isn't fair, right? Well, the reason I say that is because the best case scenario for this Bears team is Mitchell Trubisky wins the starting job. Because, again, he is younger than Nick Foles. If he turns out to, play well and pan out and be good, obviously he would be a long-term option. Mitchell Trubisky would be that long-term guy if he plays well, obviously winning the starting job. Nick Foles, say what you want about Nick Foles. he is not going to be the long-term option, no matter what, really, even if he wins a starting job. And so for the Bears, the best case scenario for them would be then Nick Foles never sees the field because Mitchell Trubisky is playing that well, okay? And so to me, those are the two clear-cut reasons why I believe that Mitchell Trubisky is going to win the starting job. And now I do think the players are seeing that. They're, obviously Mitch is coming in with, that fire. He's motivated. Like he said the other day, in the interview, he's pissed off, but in a good way. And so I really hope all these things are really motivating him like he is saying, and he does come out and win the job. And so, like I said, I'm not that surprised that Ted Ginn feels this way. I'm a little surprised that he said it, like he just said it outright. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, I believe Mitch is going to win the starting job. So again, folks, there is the take on obviously Ted Ginn Jr. giving his thoughts. But yeah, like I said, I believe Mitch is going to win the starting job. And I'm not surprised that other Bears players feel that way because of the reasons I just mentioned. So let me know what you guys think about what Ted Ginn Jr. has to say. Do you think Mitch will win the starting job, or do you think it is going to be Nick Foles? Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. And let me just say this, no matter who wins the starting job, you got to root for either, right? You just got to root for the Bears in general if you're a Bears fan. And so I root for Mitch to succeed, but I also root for, Nick Foles as well. Anybody, really, as a Bears fan, you should. So again, let me know who you guys think is going to win the starting job down below. As always, thanks for watching.